The following is from Hackmeister's Law. You can read it yourself at hackmeister.com. We, the people, can stimulate the economy and create jobs. The first three words of the Constitution empower our citizens. Our country's in trouble, and we need to and can fix it ourselves. The politicians in Washington want to spend trillions of dollars that we don't have and can't afford to do something that won't work. There is a better way. If you, personally, had the opportunity and it was simple, would you be willing to help fix our nation? This is an open letter to Sarah Palin. Dear Mrs. Palin, we need your help. Please. Our economy is a mess. Unemployment is high, and our trade deficit is through the roof. Our manufacturing sector is becoming almost non-existent. But we can fix these issues. But we need a new type of leader. This must happen on a grassroots personal level and not on a governmental basis. A private citizen must take the lead, specifically not the government. It is straightforward, and it's easy. Here's how you can help. The way to rebuild the economy is create jobs. The way to create jobs is to reinvigorate the manufacturing sector. And the way to reinvigorate the manufacturing sector is outlined here. All of the above can happen easily, immediately, and with almost zero cost. We need to rebuild our national economy and create jobs. It can be a simple process. If there is a demand for American-made products, supply will follow. Free trade is not free. At best, it should be called tariff-free trade. Tariffs are bad. Trade is good. What we need but do not have is a level playing field. However, this is easy to rectify. For example, the Japanese have very few American automobiles because their cultural disposition is to purchase products from their own country first. Americans, on the other hand, will buy anything from any place without regard to consequences. What's in it for me is the prevailing sentiment. The reality is that there are other considerations, economic, political, and cultural, to consider. My children have to pay dearly on the recent bailout of the automobile industry. There is very real cost there. As a nation, we need to learn from other countries that already take care of their own. Enlightened self-interest is the answer. Tariffs do not work. They always create structured retaliation from other nations. No tariff changes are necessary. No new laws need to be passed. The answer needs to be cultural. Congress does not need to be involved and should not be involved. Perhaps we can learn from Japan. The people of Japan, for instance, have a preference for purchasing their own products over goods from other countries. When there are as many registered Fords and Chevrolets on the roads of Tokyo as there are Toyotas and Hondas on the roads of New York, then we will get along just fine. America has the most valuable market in the world. Why would we willingly relinquish our most precious asset to anyone who just strolls in to take it? Other nations may not like it when we rediscover our need to recapture our own market, the largest and most profitable market in the world. China is so successful today because they have literally absconded with our manufacturing base. Unfortunately, no one has noticed. Just walk into any Walmart or Home Depot store and take a look at the products and where they come from. Most are from China. Almost none are from America. The reason why our nation became great is that we were the best at making things. We have forgotten how. The notion that we have become too good to make things has worked against us. We're too good for manufacturing. We farm out that lowly practice. We have Wall Street to make money. This kind of attitude just will not work in today's world. We can't even make our own shoes anymore. Go ahead. Try and find a pair of sneakers made in the USA. We need to learn to take care of our own first. This is not a matter of being isolationist. This is a matter of survival. The determining factor is simply having an enlightened self-interest preference for purchasing American-made products. And now, the $0 cost implementation plan. Simple. The economy can be fixed in one afternoon. for free. Envision this. Sarah Palin goes unannounced to a local shopping mall with a camera crew. Head to a national chain store, go ahead and pick one. Ask a sales clerk for a type of product. Pick any. Have Sarah specify to the clerk she will only purchase the product if they have one made in America. The clerk will probably say that American products are not available. She tells the clerk that such products should be available and refuses to make a purchase. She votes with her wallet. She then turns to the camera and tells the audience that if every person at every purchasing opportunity would demand that the products that they purchase be made in America, then we would create jobs for our people and the economy will begin to improve. It is simply up to us, the people, to improve our economy. This is how we can rebuild America's economic engine.
We the people.
The videotape then runs on the nightly news. It then gets edited to become a public service announcement and is broadcast nationally. The dollar cost of such activity is basically zero. However, there is always cost. In this case, the cost is measured in guts and determination to do something right for America. Okay, yes, there is the minor cost of hiring a cameraman for an afternoon, but really that's all this process will cost in hard money, not trillions of dollars. And chances are we could find volunteers to do that for free. My point here is simple. What if every person who walked into that store asked for the American-made product, and upon learning that the store carried none, voted with their checkbook and walked out without buying anything? How long do you think it would take management to get the message that they are losing sales and they better start carrying American-made products? Well, it would take an instant. Demand would create supply. By applying the simple economic philosophy in Hackmeister's Law, we can create jobs, restore our manufacturing base, rebuild our economy, and reduce the trade deficit. Remember the golden rule. He who has the gold rules. We no longer have the national wealth that we once did. Consider the classic story about a businessman who worked all of his life to create a successful business. As he ages, the control is passed to his son, who does a respectable job of keeping the enterprise going. Eventually, control is passed to the grandson. Traditionally, this person has grown up in a wealthy environment, and that is all he knows. The easy money is just there, and he doesn't have to do much for it. Because he doesn't have the work ethic or respect for money that his grandfather had, bad decisions are made. Eventually, the company is squandered away. America today is somewhat like this unfortunate family story. People ahead of us had a different perspective on things. We've become very good at spending money, but apparently have lost all the will to generate it for ourselves.